백상예술대상 TV 부문 남자 최우수 연기상
제60회 백술예술대상 TV 부분 여자 최우수 연기상.
The Baeksang Arts Awards are almost here, happening on May 5th. It's that thrilling time when we eagerly await to see if our favorite actor or series will claim the crown. For over 60 years, this iconic night has honored legends and unforgettable performances. So, who's in the running for Best Actor and Best Actress this year? Did your favorite make the cut? Let's kick things off with the Best Actor nominees and ask the burning question, who truly delivered the performance of the year? First up, Lee Jun-hyuk in Dongjae, The Good or the Bastard.
뭘로 증명해야 할까? 증언을 믿을 수 없다면 과연 누가 실체적 진실을 알고 있으며
You might remember him as the swoon-worthy secretary in Love Scout, dependable, loyal, and quietly charming. But in this drama, he showed us what he's really made of. In Dongjae, The Good or the Bastard, Lee Jun-hyuk transforms into Seo Dongjae, a prosecutor navigating a career in chaos. Labeled as corrupt, caught in a murky redevelopment case, and entangled in a chilling high school murder investigation, Dongjae walks the razor's edge between justice and ambition. He's not a hero, not quite a villain, but 100% unforgettable. Unlike his fellow nominees, Lee Jun-hyuk doesn't have a long list of lead roles or decades of headlining under his belt. He's not the most seasoned name in the room, but that's exactly what makes his nomination so exciting. He's the underdog. And with this performance, you'll find yourself rooting for him. Hard. The drama may not have topped ratings or made a global splash, but his acting? Quietly powerful and deserving of this spotlight. So if you haven't watched Dongjae yet, now's your moment. Could this be the role that turns Lee Jun-hyuk into a Baeksang winner? Stay tuned. Now, let's take a moment to acknowledge the lone veteran in this Best Actor lineup, a man whose presence on screen is nothing short of commanding. Han Suk-kyu, nominated for his riveting role in Doubt.
네 엄마, 내가 죽인 거 맞아.
A master of subtlety, Han Suk-kyu delivers psychological suspense as Jang Tae-soo, a self-taught criminal profiler who finds himself facing a gut-wrenching dilemma when he uncovers a dark secret about his own daughter, Jang Ha-bin, that ties her to the very murder case he's investigating. With every glance, every breath, and every perfectly timed pause, he doesn't just act, he commands. And let's be real, Han Suk-kyu is no stranger to this kind of spotlight. Best Actor nominations? He's had them. Grand prizes? Already on his shelf. With 14 major wins and 25 nominations across some of Korea's most prestigious award shows, Han Suk-kyu isn't just an actor. He's a beloved fixture in the Korean entertainment scene. Just recently, he added yet another grand prize to his name for this very role in Doubt, proving that even after decades in the industry, he's not slowing down. His performance is so good that it reminds the audience that he is one of the foundations of the K-drama industry, a reminder that it only gets better from here. So, will the legend add another Baeksang to his legacy? Now, let's shift gears and turn our attention to another powerhouse in the Best Actor category, Joo Ji-hoon. After delivering intense performances in multiple high-stakes dramas, this year he takes things up a notch in the trauma code, Heroes on Call.
이야, 이거 있을 거 다 있네. 이종훈 그동안 왜 안 쓴 거야? 야, 이봐.
Known for his intense screen presence and killer range, Joo Ji-hoon is no stranger to high-stakes drama. But in Trauma Code, he absolutely goes off. As Baeksang Hyuk, a top-tier trauma surgeon with military experience and a fiery edge, he delivers a performance that's explosive, emotional, and straight-up electric. He plays an impossibly capable hero, handsome, fearless, and all-heart, fighting to revive a failing trauma team in the middle of medical chaos. His performance in the Trauma Code has earned praise across the board, especially for the way he blends raw intensity with total control. From his sharp, emotionally grounded delivery to his precise hand movements, Joo Ji-hoon brings real-life inspiration to the role, studying emergency protocols, nailing every gesture, and even earning praise from actual medical professionals. So now the question is, will Joo Ji-hoon's heroic turn be the one that takes him to the Baeksang stage? Next, let's talk about two nominees who stirred up massive buzz in 2024 and 2025, respectively, Byun Woo-seok and Park Bo-gum. First up, Byun Woo-seok, because let's be real, 2024 was his year. After years of flying under the radar in supporting roles, he stepped into the spotlight with a performance that no one saw coming. and completely blew us away. In Lovely Runner, Baeun Woo-seok didn't just give the best performance of his career, he gave one of the most memorable of the year. As Ryu Sun-jae, he played more than just a dreamy heartthrob. He brought to life a character layered with quiet pain, existential longing, and unconditional love, wrapped in the thrill of a time-slip romance. One moment he was lighting up the screen with his smile, the next he was breaking our hearts with his silent despair. From raw vulnerability to fierce devotion, Baeun Woo-seok moved seamlessly between timelines and emotions, showing just how much he had been holding back all these years. And audiences noticed. So did critics. Even the writer of the drama was moved to tears watching his performance on screen. Together with Kim Hye-yoon, he turned Lovely Runner into something more than just another fantasy romance. It became a global phenomenon. The way he portrayed a man falling in love with the same woman in every timeline and still carrying the weight of his own emotional wounds was achingly beautiful. After years of playing smaller roles, Baeun Woo-seok's rise is a reminder to never stop chasing that moment. And now, the spotlight is on him. Will this be the role that takes him all the way to Baeksang Gold? And wrapping up with the male actors, we have the incomparable Park Bo-gum, a true embodiment of versatility and charisma, beloved across generations, a steady presence in the industry. And in 2025, he gave us one of his most grounded, tender, and emotionally layered performances, yet in When Life Gives You Tangerines. Set in the 1950s, Jeju Island, Park Bo-gum stepped into the role of young Yang Gwon-sik, a man who might just redefine what it means to be a green flag male lead. Steadfast, selfless, and brimming with unshakable love, Gwon-sik is the kind of character whose warmth radiates through every moment on screen. This was not a flashy role, and he didn't need one. Every glance, every pause, every soft-spoken line, it all painted the portrait of a man whose love for his wife Ae-soon didn't need grand gestures to feel eternal. Now, the K-drama industry has given us its fair share of unforgettable male leads. But this was different, and Bo-gum made it impossible to imagine anyone else as Gwon-sik. Even director Kim Won-seok said this role needed not just acting abilities, but a good heart, a kind of human warmth that couldn't be faked. And Park Bo-gum, he was that warmth through and through. Despite his limited screen time, his performance became one of the beating hearts of the entire drama. So the question is, will this quiet powerhouse of a role bring home the big one? Now, let's dive into the ladies who are just as mesmerizing on screen. Next up, the Best Actress nominees. First up, we have Go Min-si, who's always had that quiet fire in her performances, but in The Frog, she turns it into an all-out emotional inferno.
아저씨!
This psychological thriller had viewers on edge from start to finish, and at the heart of all that tension, her. As Yoo Seong-ha, a mysterious and quietly terrifying housekeeper, Go Min-si plays a woman whose silence is louder than any scream. Her every glance, every still moment drips with unspoken trauma and dangerous secrets. We've seen Go Min-si in layered roles before, but The Frog is where she truly owned the screen. She didn't need heavy monologues or dramatic breakdowns. Her performance was cold, calculated, and absolutely chilling. In the hands of a lesser actress, Seong-ha might have come off one-dimensional, but with Go Min-si, the character becomes a puzzle you're desperate to solve but scared to understand. This role demanded control, precision, and emotional restraint, and she nailed all three without losing that humanity at the core of her character. So, if you haven't seen The Frog yet, consider this your sign. Go Min-si just might be the dark horse in this category, and this might be her breakout moment on the Baeksang stage. Up next, we have Jang Nara, a true legend who's been in the game since 2001, balancing careers in both South Korea and China, and quietly stacking up one of the most impressive award collections in the biz. With over 2 decades of experience and more wins than most can dream of, she's not just a veteran, she's a powerhouse. And now, some are saying that 23 years into her acting career, Jang Nara has reached a whole new level with her performance in Good Partner.
왜? 이제 너도 엄마가 돼보니까 하늘이 무섭니?
Usually known for her sweet, lovable roles, she flipped the script and surprised everyone as Cha Eun-kyung, a cold, razor-sharp divorce attorney who doesn't flinch, even when her own emotions are on the line. Now, after making history in SBS Drama Awards as the only person to ever win both a Music Day song and a Drama Day song, will she do it again at Baeksang? Could Jang Nara walk away with yet another grand prize, this time for Best Actress? Well, tune it to find out. Up next, we have the mind-bending performance of Kim Tae-ri in Jonghyun. The Star is Born. Let's be honest, Kim Tae-ri doesn't just play characters, she becomes them. And this time, she gave us a performance so raw, so electric, and so all-in, it's already being called one of the best of her career. Set in 1950s Korea and centered around the fierce world of Korea's traditional musical theater, Jonghyun isn't your typical drama, and neither is Tae-ri's performance. As Yoon Jong-yeon, a naturally gifted singer thrust into the spotlight of a demanding stage world, she delivers a performance packed with vulnerability, grit, and star power. And it didn't come easy. Behind the scenes, she trained for 3 years. From April 2021 to June 2024, she went through intense vocal lessons, dance practice, dialect coaching, and non-stop gukguk stage rehearsals. No shortcuts, no faking it, just pure dedication to becoming a born vocalist who could command the stage as if it were second nature. You can feel the years of discipline in every second of her performance. And the result? Well, you have to watch the drama to find out. From defiant ambition to raw vulnerability, her portrayal of Jonghyun is magnetic. And Kim Tae-ri brings it all to life with the kind of layered, emotional depth that leaves you speechless. So now the question is this the performance that finally brings her that Baeksang Gold for Best Actress? Because if ever there was a time, this might just be it. Now, another 1950s set K-drama just casually dropped one of the most talked about performances of 2025. And yup, it got its main female lead, IU a Best Actress nomination. When Life Gives You Tangerines isn't just a hit drama, it's an emotional gut punch, and IU is right at the center of it, delivering a performance that's raw, layered, and downright unforgettable. She doesn't just play one character, she plays two. She brings to life Aesun, a spirited woman with big dreams and a quiet fire in her heart, and later, Aesun's daughter Gyun-myung, who carries the weight of her mother's sacrifices and her own silent strength. You feel the difference in their gazes, their movements, even the way they breathe. As Aesun, IU gives us joy, heartbreak, hope, and crushing loss, sometimes all in a single episode. She portrays a mother's love so tenderly, so viscerally, that even actual parents said it hit too close to home. Then she turns around and becomes Gyun-myung, whose quiet strength and emotional restraint are just as compelling. And let's not forget, IU isn't just carrying her own weight, she's anchoring the entire emotional arc of one of the year's most critically acclaimed dramas. The series constantly jumps between past and present, and she never misses a beat. It's like watching lightning strike twice, in the same drama, from the same actress. And now, this marks IU's 4th Baeksang nomination. 4. So now all eyes are on her. Everyone's asking, is this it? Is this the year IU finally takes home that trophy? Last on our list, but absolutely not least, is Kim Hae-yoon, who captured hearts with her performance in Lovely Runner.
가라고! 왜 살렸어? 그냥 죽게 내버려두지 왜 날 살렸어? 날 이렇게 만들었어 왜?
From the very first episode of Lovely Runner, Kim Hae-yoon had us hooked. As Im-sol, she gave us one of the most relatable, chaotic, and emotionally sincere female leads we've seen in a long time. A fangirl turned time traveler? Sounds fun already. But Kim Hae-yoon went beyond the fantasy and grounded the entire show in raw, emotional truth. This wasn't just a bubbly girl with a one-sided crush. Im-sol was a fighter, a survivor, someone who knew grief, lived with disability, and still found the courage to keep going. And Kim Hae-yoon delivered all of that with a performance that was equal parts warmth and devastation. Let's talk about range. She had us laughing 1 second, bawling the next, and then somehow swooning over a high school hallway scene like it was a grand K-drama finale. Her comedic timing? Impeccable. But what really stayed with viewers was her vulnerability. The quiet breakdowns, the stubborn hope, the way she kept choosing love and life, even when time itself was against her. And let's be real, the chemistry with Byun Woo-seok? Legendary. Lovely Runner became the moment of 2024, not just because of the story, but because these two made it magic. the kind of pairing you root for with your whole chest. So this Baeksang nomination? Well deserved. Now the question is, after stealing scenes, hearts, and timelines, is Kim Hye-yoon about to steal that Best Actress trophy too? Well, you have to tune in to find out. And that's a wrap on the Best Actor nominees. But where do they land in our top 100 most talented Korean actors list? Think you can guess? Click the video now to find out.